What's good, YouTube? My name's Eric and I'm back at it again with another custom sneaker video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how anyone can become a beginner sneaker artist in 2026 or just start customizing shoes in your own spare time. So I've been customizing shoes for a little over a year now. Customs that I've created over the past year. This Kanagawa Wave custom, this Roman leaf inspired custom, and then this Burberry inspired custom. Honestly, when I first started customizing shoes, I just fell in love with the process. And, it's one of those things that combines my passion for art and sneakers, and I just absolutely love doing it. When I first started, I was a little bit surprised. There's really not that many resources or available videos on YouTube or online about how to customize sneakers and very specific customizing techniques. So I had to learn a lot of it through trial and error. In doing all that, honestly really grew as an artist, and one of the things I want to do is actually show what I learned over the year with other people who also want to aspire to create custom shoes. Building the content and resources that I wish existed for myself is something that really motivates me, and honestly it's just something that I'm really passionate about because I love customizing sneakers. If I'm looking down, just know that I'm looking at some of my notes. In customizing sneakers, there's really three fundamental steps in the process. So first you have your prep, then you have your painting or applying different custom sneaker techniques, and then you have your finishing or applying finisher to protect the custom overall. The first phase in prepping your sneakers is definitely one of the most important, and this is really going to make or break your results at the end. If you don't do a good job prepping the sneaker is definitely going to crack. So, make sure you really take your time with prepping the sneaker. Before you can even start customizing sneakers, you're definitely gonna have to have the right toolkit to work with. And when you're building your tools and buying different products, you wanna make sure you're buying the right tools for the three phases of customizing sneakers. So for prep, you're going to need acetone or Angelus leather deglazer. This is gonna remove the factory finish of the shoe so that you can then paint on top of it. And in order to scrub the shoe with the acetone, you can't just do it with your hands or a paper towel. You're gonna wanna use cotton balls or cotton pads. It's gonna make it super easy to just scrub the shoe. And honestly, when you're prepping your sneakers, you're gonna wanna take a long time. Sometimes I spend just a good 40 minutes to an hour prepping both of the sneakers. I also will prep the surface with 3 different grits of sandpaper. This is a pro tip I got over the past year, and honestly it goes a really long way in securing the durability of the sneaker. A lot of times when paint does end up cracking, it's just because the paint didn't bond that great to the sneaker in the first place, and that all goes back to prep. You're gonna need acrylic based water paint. Personally, I use Angelus paints. I got the Angelus hat on right now, and honestly they make just really great products. I'm not sponsored in any way, so do your own research. I do hope to be sponsored one day, Angelus, if you're watching this. A few other companies like Liquid Kicks that makes really great products. Do your own research on that. You can honestly just get these acrylic-based water paints for leather straight from Amazon. You'll honestly be able to get it a little bit cheaper if you go directly from the supplier. So going straight to Angelus's website, Liquid Kicks website. In the painting phase, you're also gonna need to have a good variety of paint brushes. So you're gonna wanna have definitely a detail brush, definitely a medium-sized brush, and then a larger size brush. Depending on the different panels of the sneaker you're using, especially if you're hand painting, in order to get into some of these crevices and creases, you're gonna need a really small brush, and especially, what I like to call doing detail brush work, when you're really adding in all the details of the graphics that you included, you're gonna want a really thin brush just to be able to get into the corners. There are a couple of starter kits out there where you'll be able to get 3 to 4 good sized brushes that you'll be able to use for your first custom. I like to break down customizing sneakers into 5 different steps. The first of which is coming up with the design. The design planning is super important. Obviously you can't just start customizing the sneaker and wing the design as you go, but if you want a really cohesive design and overall custom sneaker at the end, I think just creating a design of how you want it to look or different thoughts that you have in your head and being able to see it before you actually do it, I think is important. So, starting with the design, and then after the design, you're definitely gonna want to go into your prep phase. And like I mentioned before, prep is the most important part of customizing sneakers. If you get the prep wrong, the sneaker is just not going to come out right. You know, it is what it is. 3 different sandpaper grits, 5 minutes with each grit, and I use 400 grit, 800 grit, and then 1500 sandpaper grit. That's a good 15 minutes on each shoe right there. That's 30 minutes total. And then I'll do a good 10 minutes with acetone and cotton pads on each shoe. That's another 10 minutes for each shoe. You know, you add it all together, that's 50 minutes just on prep work. So prep work is super important. Don't rush it, guys. Seriously. After you complete the entire prepping process, you could then go into painting the sneaker or doing different custom sneaker techniques you want to do, like putting fabric on the sneaker, heat pressing the sneaker, deconstructing the sneaker to replace a part if you're doing restoration work. So just keep the different concepts and techniques that you want to apply in mind. If you're just simply doing a hand painted custom, you know, make sure you paint 3 to 6 layers is usually good. You definitely want to just make sure you allow enough drying time. I would say a good 10 to 15 minutes, especially if you're hand painting. You can heat set each layer to try to speed up the drying times, but honestly, as a beginner, and especially for the durability of your custom sneaker, I honestly would recommend for your first pair, just taking your time and giving a good 10 minutes between each painted layer before you do your next layer. So after you paint the sneaker, you know, you could then think about adding the extra little details or doing the detail brush work, touching up all the corners, fixing any mistakes that you made throughout the entire process. And if you're new to customizing sneakers, just know that there is a ton of trial and error where things can go wrong at any given moment, and you just got to be willing to go through the process, learn how to fix it, and over time you just become accustomed to fixing so many of these mistakes that, you know, it's really just easy to, you know, go about it and fix anything that's left behind. And after you finish doing the detail brush work, the last thing to do is protect it and apply your finisher. So on any of the painted parts of the sneaker, you definitely want to apply a finisher. Personally, I like using a matte finisher a lot. I think it just gives it a super cool sheen, but decide on the finisher you want. You know, there's a couple different finishers out there that are going to give it a different shine. Most popular are matte, high gloss, which gives it a very glossy, shiny look. And then you also have satin, which is basically in between gloss and matte. And just remember, guys, doing something successfully for the first time is extremely difficult, but then doing it again is inevitable. So with customizing sneakers, just allow yourself grace to get better over time. You will make a ton of mistakes. It's really inevitable. And you just have to be willing to continue to keep getting better day after day, week after week, month after month. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a thing or two about customizing sneakers, and I hope you pick up one of your own and, you know, see how it comes out. So subscribe if you're into custom sneaker content and you want more tutorials just like this.